Hey y'all. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a love reading. Okay, now I have never done a love reading, so I'm really excited to see what comes up. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I don't yet have a deck that is like specific to love, so we're gonna make it work. I have these intimacy cards which I'm going to use as a guide along this love reading journey for today. Okay? Ooh. Okay. So these intimacy cards are cards that you would pull out at like dinner or at a party if you were like trying to get to know people, or like if you were dating somebody and you really wanted to get to know them. So that's what the cards are for. So I'm not going to read that card yet. This one. So that tried to, wow. Okay, so for our past life card, we have baby. So maybe, you know, actually what is really funny, I was literally just thinking about the fact that I feel like a lot of people are going to get pregnant this like cycle, because it's like a winter storm in a lot of places. And I just feel like for some people, there might be a baby on the way. There might be a baby on the way. I'm also getting that if you are already partnered with somebody, a baby, something about a baby might be relevant to your past life, because this is coming from my past life cards. Okay, and then we have options. As I open up, as I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Okay, so I'm getting that you might be somebody who has a lot of options right now. So maybe you literally have people where you're trying to figure out like who is going to be the primary person that you're talking to tomorrow on Valentine's Day. I'm getting that there may be a couple of options as you are leaning more into yourself and this new sense of self that you are walking into. I'm getting that you have options, okay? Then we have unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay, so for some of you are releasing. Okay, here we go. You might be somebody that is releasing a karmic tie to someone. Okay, so, and this baby card there might have been some past life situation regarding a baby. And I'm going to go ahead and now read this card, the intimacy card, because I feel like it's coming in right now. Describe a time when I disappointed you, but you acted like nothing was wrong. Okay, so I'm getting that there is someone that is in some sort of karmic relationship, or within your options of people that you are looking to connect to, there is someone that you are karmically tied to. And I'm getting that there is this sense of feeling as though you can't actually say what it is that is on your mind. So I'm literally seeing like a muzzle, like somebody feeling as though they can't actually get what they really want to get off of their chest. And I'm getting that this is something that has been a point of hurt for a while. Okay, and then we have, I'm going to hold on that because that was actually just flipped around the wrong way. And this card, the Morrigan, we pulled last time, which is why it's flipped the opposite way. It might be relevant, but it might not. But it might tie back in, so something's telling me to just keep it around. But this card talks about what is a time of seeming misfortune. What was a time that felt like it was an unfortunate situation at the time, but there's actually some sort of lesson wrapped up in that experience. The Morrigan is asking you to check in and not allow yourself to be victimized by the situation, but to be able to look at the situation from a higher perspective and be able to, from a bird's eye view, see what the point was. Because right now I'm getting that for some of you, you are letting go of something. You are letting go of someone, some sort of soul contract that you've had with somebody that you are ready to let go of. And this options card is actually coming back in to say that for some of you, as you are releasing these karmic relationships, know that you have options, right? So a lot of times it can feel scary to release something because we feel as though nothing better is going to come in its place. But right now your spirit team wants you to know that you certainly have options. Even if you don't realize you have options, you have options. And then we have November Sanctuary. And what can I do right now to nourish and rejuvenate my mind, heart, and soul? Jesus. Even nature slows down and rests during the dark half of the year, the autumn and winter months, yet everything is still accomplished in its appropriate time. Whether it be for a few days, a few hours, or just a few minutes, take some time to retreat into your own sacred sanctuary for a break. There's a siren. If you have been in a state of busyness, filling everyone's cup but your own, give yourself permission right now to replenish your own cup. Okay, so this feels like an urgent message for somebody. Allow yourself the space to rest and allow yourself the opportunity to pour into yourself, because you might be somebody that has been so used to giving so much energy to everyone else to the point of like destruction, like to the point of just feeling as though you have nothing left. And I'm getting that this is coming from soul contracts and these past relationships, these connections, these deep connections that you have with people, right? So you've come into contact with these people that you have these really deep connections with, and you know, because of that, you feel as though it might be meant to be. Like you're trying to figure out how to make, what is it, a square fit into a circle? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? I feel like some of you have been trying to make things work with people because you feel as though, because of this deep pull, that this intense pull that you feel to this person, you feel as though it's your responsibility to make it work. And that's not to say that the relationship can't work at some point, but right now I'm getting that it is time for you to pour all of the love that you have given to this other person and pour it into yourself, and to take some time to retreat, to take some time to reflect, to see if this is a relationship you would like to continue to have in your life. Because from this spread, I'm getting a very heavy energy. I'm getting the fact that like this has been a relationship that has traveled through several lifetimes, and it's like you want it to work because you feel this pull. But karmic relationships can also have a deep, intense pull to them as well, because there is a big lesson involved in the nature of the relationship, or that comes from moving through this relationship, okay? And so right now you are being asked to rest, retreat, buy some flowers for yourself tomorrow, pour into yourself, get yourself some chocolates, because you deserve it, okay? Don't be sitting around, and I don't know who this is for, but this is just coming up. Don't be sitting around waiting for flowers, waiting for cards, waiting for text messages, phone calls, somebody to plan a date. Honestly, if they haven't and if they won't, then they just won't. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like, allow that information to be real information, you know? I'm getting that you've received a lot of information about the person, whatever person is coming up in your head right now. You've received a lot of information about this person, and you've kind of pushed a lot of the truths away because of this pull that you feel. But are you good? And have you been good? Is what is coming up. So then we have King, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Okay, so there is some masculine in someone's life who is coming in, and this might be a different person than the first person that we were just channeling into. It feels like now there's a new energy trying to come in, and so if you are someone who dates masculines or people who are heavily leaning into their masculine energy, this might represent someone that is coming in with this benevolent leadership, a leader, a person who takes charge in a healthy way. And then we have, what do you wish you could go back and tell yourself 10 years ago? Okay, so this is a past card. So it's almost as though you're being asked to do some reflecting in order to clear out some energy, in order to make room for new energy. Okay? And then if you are a masculine watching this and you just so happen to be attracted to people who lean more into their feminine energy, this King card could represent you. Okay? So maybe you have been on this journey of leaning more into that King energy, and this spread really wants you to know that as you continue to rest and continue to replenish yourself and refill your own well, you will continue to be able to lean into this King energy and will then attract the partner that you are truly seeking and that will best be aligned with you and your journey. Okay? And so what do you wish you could go back and tell yourself 10 years ago? So if you could go back in time 10 years, what is it that you would tell yourself, right? So it seems like there's a lot of reflecting needed. This is deep. Because in that reflection, there is healing. And then we have Thief. Ooh. And they're both blue. That's interesting. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. That's the light attribute of a thief. Shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Wow, that's deep. Hold on. Can I get clarification on this thief card? Ooh, so we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah, so ooh, I'm getting that there's a connection that you have with someone that is not being able to flourish because of this external energy that is keeping you bound in old ways of being, keeping you bound in old mindsets. There is just someone who is holding on and siphoning your energy so intensely that it is hard for you to attract in this King energy, this benevolent energy. And for boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So I'm getting that in order for you to unbind yourself from these relationships that are not benefiting you, establishing better boundaries will help you to be able to clear out these energies that have been stealing your energy, siphoning your energy, taking you outside of yourself, forcing you to lower your vibration, right? So in order to open up and clear this channel and this pathway for something new and actually healthy and beneficial and powerful to come in. I'm getting that it's going to be really important for you to establish better boundaries with those in your life that maybe intentionally or unintentionally taking your energy from you. And this is energy that you are going to need as you are going into the next phase of your journey. And then we have trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. Okay, so for trust to be coming out at this point in the reading is just a confirmation that whatever is coming up for you right now, whoever is coming up for you right now, whatever your intuition is trying to communicate to you right now as you are listening to this reading, trust that information and trust that either whether you have been conscious or not in regards to this energy, you're being asked to, and I love the image on here. He's walking across the tightrope. He has his glasses on. He doesn't need to look around. He also has a stick to balance him on one side, or he has a stick to help him balance and walk across. But on one side, there's a mouse, which is, making the thing unbalanced. But he's still balancing. He still trusts that no matter what is happening externally around me, I trust my gut and I trust that I can make the right decisions for myself, and that the decisions that I make will be for my highest good, and that everything is always working out for me. Okay? So I'm going to pull... I don't feel like it's over. I'm gonna pull, let's see. Let's just see. I'm learning different ways. I'm exploring different ways to shuffle and to get cards. Some people are really good at this, and I'm getting better. Okay, I don't want to do it that way. But maybe it's also, maybe we are done. I feel like we're not. Ooh. Now we're done. Okay, I was like, there's a little, okay. Now we have January's rebirth. Okay, and the November Sanctuary and the January's rebirth card, they look very similar. And these cards always remind me of each other. There's two women, or one woman in each card that's relaxing, looking out the window at the snow, right? These are both winter cards. And they both have the moon, and they both have a fox outside. Well, one has a fox, one has a wolf, but they both have a cat and books inside, and these beautiful curtains. There's something just really relaxing, and I feel like these women, I'm getting that they have set up their space. They have done something within their actual space to make their space feel more like a haven, like more peaceful, more beautiful. Like, even if y'all know those little lights, they're not tea tree lights, but the lights that, the Christmas lights that people hang up in their rooms and stuff like that. Like, I feel like I'm seeing somebody going to buy some of those, hanging those up around their room, just to kind of create this new sense of peace within your spaces in order to start to call in a newer energy to help you clear out some of the negative energy. Like, I'm literally seeing somebody crying in their room. I'm getting that one of the ways to move into this rebirth that you are on the brink of or in the midst of is to shake your energy up in a new way by changing your space. So, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be buying something new. You could research feng shui and see if there's something in your room that is weird. I have a mirror in my room, and I've covered it. I covered it maybe 4 months ago now because I just came across some stuff in regards to like having a mirror in your room saying, like, I have been sleeping more peacefully since the mirror has been covered. They were just suggesting to cover your mirror when you sleep because mirrors are like portals. And so maybe there is also something to you having a mirror in your room. I don't know, just look it up. Just look up feng shui and just take a look at your space and see if there's anything in your space that you can move around, just to kind of give you more of this sense of, I'm getting the word control, but like in a good way. Like you do have control over what your space looks like, smells like, feels like, right? So maybe you're even getting some incense or some candles. You're just like allowing your space to be a beautiful romantic space on its own, and not necessarily needing to have or crave that romantic energy from another person. Because it's not that you can't have that, but it's just that the more that you pour into yourself and the more that you lean into asking yourself what it is that you need and shifting things around in your physical environment to give you a deeper sense of peace and stability, I think this is really going to help you along your journey. I don't know why I reached for another card, but another card wanted to come out. When you experience stress or overwhelm, how do you like to be supported? So I'm going to end on this card. This is a beautiful card to end on because this could be a really good journal prompt. When you experience stress or overwhelm, how do you like to be supported? I'm getting that you've had people in the past who did not know how to support you, or when you told them how you needed to be supported, they just did not want to do it. And so in order for this king, I feel like that king energy, like we didn't really get into it. I have, damn. I'm gonna pull one more card for the king, guy, because I feel like that was a different energy that was coming up, and I just want to know what is something that we need to know about this king, and then I'm gonna close it out. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Listen, it's coming up. The king, there's more to this king, but it's not about the king right now. It's not about that. It's literally, we have three, probably more. We have boundaries, unbound, November sanctuary, January's rebirth, deep replenishment. Like, really? Yeah, this is about you. This is you time right now. We, on the next love reading that we do at some point in the coming week, we will dig deeper into this king energy and see what is going on. But right now, what your spirit team want for you is to rest and pour into yourself. And I actually just want to read from the book because I don't remember exactly, but I know there is some good stuff in that. Okay, page 64 is the page that it's on, so maybe this is relevant to somebody. I'm getting sleepy because my mouth is like, it's getting harder to talk. The most selfless thing you can do is fill up your own inner well, which is what we've been talking about. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Okay, so this card is perfect because what's been happening, what I'm picking up on is that honestly, at your core, you've just been needing and wanting some type of nourishment, some type of support, and just care for someone because of all of the changes that have been going on within you. Because of course, it feels amazing when shit is getting shaken up inside of us to have somebody to be there with us and to support us and to walk with us and to hold us. But right now, you are being asked to learn how to find your own self-soothing techniques, because many of us have not been taught healthy self-soothing techniques. And the best way to manifest and to call in your divine partner is by truly learning how to pour into yourself. And it also allows for when that time comes, if that time is not now, even if you are with someone, there are periods of time, right, where we are doing really well with our partner or not doing really well with our partner. But sometimes we have like off seasons, even if we're still with our partner, where we are trying to recalibrate and trying to figure out, how can I be a better partner when I can bring myself back up out of this hole that I have fallen into, because it happens. It happens. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you are running on empty. Exactly. So there are times where we are running on empty, and right now I feel like this is speaking to, if you are someone who is already in a committed relationship, there are times where we don't have anything left, and it's really hard, but we have to find a way to pour it back into ourselves so that we can bring ourselves back to a space of not only supporting ourselves but supporting our partner. Okay? And there are action steps that go with some of these cards. So for this one, it says, do something that deeply replenishes you today. Okay, so honestly, I don't know if this is being posted on February 13th or 14th, but on Valentine's Day, do something that deeply replenishes you, for the sake of it. Okay, just because you deserve it, and just because you've been working so hard and you've been digging into the shadows. If you're watching this reading, you're somebody who has not been, just sitting around twiddling your thumbs, just waiting for shit to happen. You have been doing the work. You've been doing the hard work on yourself, and checking in with other people and just giving a lot, right? So really allow for this day and every single day to follow to be a day where you truly pour into all that you are, because you absolutely deserve it. Okay, so I am literally about to catch on fire from this hot sweater, so I'm going to end the reading there, and the reading is over. There's nothing else that needs to come out or that wants to come out. So I hope you guys have an amazing holiday tomorrow, and what's so beautiful, you really don't have to have a partner to enjoy Valentine's Day. Okay, it is a day to be reminded of the love within yourself and the love that is in this world, and that is so beautiful and so needed, especially during these trying, wretched times. So I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will talk to you on Monday.